Ayatul Kursi is often recited daily by millions of Muslims around the world, yet very few truly understand the depth of what it reveals. Today, we uncover the real meaning behind this powerful verse, a meaning that many people have never heard before. This is not just a verse for protection. It is a declaration of Allah's ultimate authority over everything that exists. Ayatul Kursi is found in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 255. It begins with the greatest truth of all: Allah. There is no deity except Him, the ever-living, the sustainer of all existence. The verse doesn't simply tell us that Allah is one. It tells us that every breath, every heartbeat, every movement in the universe depends on Him. Human beings need air, food, life, and sleep to survive. But Allah is Al-Hayy, the ever-living, who never dies, never weakens, and is not in need of anything. Then comes the title Al-Qayyum, the Sustainer. This one word holds an entire secret. It means that Allah is holding everything together. Galaxies, stars, human hearts, knowledge, time, life, and death. Nothing continues for a single moment without His permission. You are breathing right now because He sustains your breath. Your heart beats because He allows it. The entire universe is functioning with perfect precision only because He maintains it. The verse then continues. Neither drowsiness overtakes Him, nor sleep. In human experience, even the mightiest rulers must sleep. Kings, presidents, warriors, no one can stay awake forever. Power vanishes when eyes close, but Allah never sleeps, never gets tired, never needs rest. This line is a message. The one watching over you never stops protecting you. When everyone sleeps and the world goes silent, Allah remains awake, guarding your soul. Next, the verse says, "To Him belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth." Often we think we own things, our houses, jobs, money, families. But this part of Ayatul Kursi reminds us that what we have is temporary. Allah owns everything, including us. Nothing you lose in this world was actually yours. It belonged to Allah in the first place. Then comes a profound question. Who is it that can intercede with Him except by His permission? This line destroys arrogance. Nobody, no angel, no prophet, no powerful figure can speak on behalf of another person unless Allah allows it. This teaches us that we should seek closeness to Allah directly, sincerely, without relying on people to save us spiritually. The next line reveals Allah's unlimited knowledge. He knows what is before them and what is behind them. Allah knows every future you are worried about and every past you are trying to hide. He knows every thought you have, every intention in your heart. Sometimes we pretend to be good in front of others, but Allah sees the truth beyond appearances. He knows the stories of our souls better than we know ourselves. Then the verse says, "They encompass not a thing of His knowledge except for what He wills." Human knowledge is limited. We only learn what Allah gives us. Every scientist, scholar, and genius receives only a drop from the ocean of Allah's wisdom. Ayatul Kursi is a reminder that humility is the first step to knowledge. Now comes one of the most mysterious parts. His Kursi extends over the heavens and the earth. The word Kursi is often misunderstood. It does not mean a simple chair. The scholars explain that the Kursi represents Allah's power, authority, and knowledge that covers the entire universe. Beyond the Kursi is the Arsh, the throne of Allah, which is even greater. If the whole universe were compared to a single ring and the Kursi was the desert, the ring would be almost invisible. That is the difference between what we see and what Allah controls. The verse ends, "And their preservation tires Him not." and He is the Most High, the Most Great. Allah not only sustains everything, He does so effortlessly. Imagine holding a small object in your hand for hours. Eventually, you will experience pain. Now think of Allah sustaining billions of galaxies, planets, lives, destinies, without even the slightest strain. This final message is powerful. Allah is not just above us physically. He is above us in greatness, wisdom, power, mercy, and knowledge. To understand Ayatul Kursi is to understand that Allah is near, in control, and endlessly protecting you. So the real secret is not simply that Ayatul Kursi protects us from harm. The true power of Ayatul Kursi lies in reminding us who Allah really is. You don't recite this verse just for protection. You recite it to strengthen your faith, to surrender your fears, and to trust that the one who governs the universe is also taking care of you. Whoever understands this verse never feels alone, never feels unprotected, and never falls into despair. Because Ayatul Kursi is not just a verse. It is an invitation to place your life in the hands of the one who controls everything. When a person begins to truly understand Ayatul Kursi, they start to live differently. Their heart becomes calmer, their worries become lighter, and their trust in Allah becomes stronger. This is because Ayatul Kursi is not only about knowing Allah, it is about realizing that you are never abandoned. Many people recite Ayatul Kursi as a habit, like a routine. But imagine reciting it with full awareness that the Creator of galaxies is protecting you. Imagine whispering it at night, while the world sleeps, knowing that Allah never sleeps. The verse becomes more than words. It becomes a shield for the soul, a comfort to the heart, and a reminder that you are safe under Allah's care. It is narrated that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that whoever recites Ayatul Kursi after every prayer, nothing stands between them and paradise except death. Think about the meaning of this. It does not say protection from harm or blessings in this world. Though those are gifts Allah gives, it promises something far greater. The gates of paradise waiting for the one who keeps this verse close to their heart. Why such a reward for one verse? Because Ayatul Kursi is not just a recitation, it is a declaration of your belief. When you say it with understanding, you are acknowledging Allah as your only provider, protector, sustainer, judge, guardian, and king. You are saying that no one else controls your destiny. Not humans, not money, not circumstances, only Allah. Sometimes life becomes heavy. We face losses, fears, betrayal, poverty, failure. The world can disappoint us again and again. But Ayatul Kursi tells you that the one sustaining your life is never unaware of your pain. He knows every tear before it falls, every struggle before you speak of it. You don't need to scream your problems into the world. Allah already knows, already hears, and already cares. This realization is what transforms the heart. When you trust Allah completely, you are no longer controlled by what people say, do, or think. You don't fear the future, because the future is in the hands of the one who never sleeps. You don't drown in sadness over the past, because Allah knows what is behind you, and He can turn any past into a path of mercy. You begin to live with contentment, gratitude, and dignity. Ayatul Kursi teaches that every moment of your life is watched, protected, and controlled by divine wisdom. Even when things don't make sense to you, they make perfect sense to Allah. Even if you don't understand the path, the one guiding you knows exactly where you need to be. So recite Ayatul Kursi in the morning and walk with confidence. Recite it at night and sleep in peace. Recite it when you feel afraid and feel the presence of the Most High surrounding you. Recite it for your children, for your home, for your heart, and let it remind you every day that Allah is closer to you than your own breath. Ayatul Kursi is not a verse of fear. It is a verse of love. A love that reassures you that the Lord who owns the heavens and the earth has